I don't know how to do this. Shoot. So I got asked a question on my Instagram earlier, how I draw animals really, and I figured this would be a good introduction video on my YouTube channel. So yeah, let's get started. I guess I don't know. I don't really have a I don't know formula for my drawing process. I just draw what I normally just start with the eyes, so simple. Color that in. I don't really talk much either. This is gonna be weird. Drawing the other eye when it's covered like this as a beak is hard, but you'll do it. Of course, it's not gonna be perfect every time, as seen here. I like to select it and then go to the distort and play with it. It's kind of okay. I think I gotta move it out. Yeah. And then I like to go to the mouths and nose after for this animal. I'm gonna have to carve that out. Or not carve it out, just drawing a contour really. And I want to point out I'm no way a professional artist. I just draw how I see things. So we got the beak here. On this reference image I have, you see like there's a big indent and a change in shadow around the eye. So we're gonna get that in. Simple shape we can use. Do that. If you want like really good tips, there's this guy I watch on YouTube and TikTok. Goes by Jake Don't Draw. He's he does a really good job at teaching how to paint and stuff. So if you want better advice, go to him. I take a lot of advice from him. So we're getting ahead in here. It's pretty easy. Yeah. I don't know this. I like to use the work because then it's like your Play-Doh. You can carve it out or manipulate it however you want, like that. So then I have that new shape. And it looks better than it did before. This bird is easy to drop if you want to like learn shapes. Because we use a lot of straight lines for his head. And then for his other part of the head, there's a curve right here. And over here, got that curve. I don't know what pen I'm using actually, if I'm being honest. I found it on Google. Don't remember what I looked up. I could probably look it up later, but I don't know offhand. Got the head there. I'm gonna follow through with the body. It's another simple shape. So here's the wing now. It's if you just look at it as a simple shape, then it should be easy. Do that, do that. It comes down like that. So at this point in the drawing process, I got like the base idea. I like to put it in the position I have on the reference image. And then I can continue with how I see it and keep it in proportion. The best I can, at least. No, I think that's fine. Because this one goes out like that. Wing goes up, and then goes up like that. And my drawing process is simple. I just focus on the contour, what I see. Sam does art, also a really good teacher. I recommend watching him too for painting. I use the same painting technique he does, which I'll probably demonstrate here when I'm coloring in him. This bird. Gotta shrink him now. And then at this scale, my brush, I don't know. Probably better if I use a, yeah, downscale the brush. And then follow through with that wing. Here's his tail. Then I find that I kind of in proportion to his other wing. I'm very sloppy with some lines too. So then for talon, I don't know. Just draw that. It's always good to have a reference image. That's what I normally draw off of anyway. So yeah, there is the main bird. I'm gonna complete this scene by drawing the guy's hand. Very poorly. Yeah, this is a good start of it. I did not realize how easy this would be for first video. I was planning like a big introduction, like, hey, I'm me. But I don't know. I guess this is easy enough. Gonna go down like that. Guy's shoulder, and there. Hey, the bird's done. I'm gonna keep it that way. So then I create a new layer. This is the brush I'm using. I don't know where I got it. Maybe it's this one. Yeah. Grartus sketching. I'll put the link in the bio. But that's what I use for sketches. It's pretty nice. I recommend it. But for my painting, I just use the regular round brush. I'm gonna do the background first, actually. Get that sorted out. I don't have any tips for drawing backgrounds. I'm not good at background art, which I need to do. Practice is everything. Always practice. Never stop practicing. Come in with a more yellow green. The sunlight. It's pretty easy. I'm not focusing on the details here. I don't know what else to say. You're just along for the ride. I'm doing this in real time too. Show you how long it doesn't really take. Oh, okay. No, I don't want you. You can go away now.
Okay, I found this on the web for no.
Thanks, Siri. Go away. Okay, so I got the background. I'm gonna use a Gaussian blur because that's gonna do that, and it'll bring the focus more onto the bird itself. So after that, I'm gonna put in color for the bird. Now he's not pure white, and so I'm gonna give him more a yellow tint because of the light hitting him. What I'm doing here is just putting down the base color. Yeah. Getting that color in. But he's not a pure white. I will use pure white for the highlights though, but as for base color, I'm gonna step away from that. Because, like, nothing's ever pure white, you know? Except white, of course. But there's always something going on. Like the eyes, they have like a little blue hint to them. A lot of people don't realize that. Mostly beginner artists. They're beginners. I was a beginner once. I'm amateur now. I'm gonna give myself that title. But that's why artists is like a nice community. We learn from each other. And we grow. Shit. We grow by helping each other. Trading information. This is pretty cool, actually. Okay, so I got the base color for the owl. I'm gonna do another layer, and I'm gonna do a clipping mask. That's gonna basically, I don't know if you're a beginner or not, or just watching this video, but that will basically mask it out. I don't know if that's the right term. It won't go outside of the thing, you know? You can see. You can see. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to grab the base color, go into my color wheel, and then I'm going to give it a shade of like a blue-gray. So now I'm going to go in with the shades on this bird. I'm treating this as a more traditional painting, in a way. I'm not going to use any multiply or anything, just normal color layer. That's what I've always used. Unless I need to like change the tint of something. I did that for a recent post of mine. I did it for the Shinhati. The reference image I had, she looked purple, so I said, alright, well, I'll just do it purple. Well, it didn't look right. So I made a copy of the base layer and then put it over her. And then thought that looked a lot better, which it did. Happy I did that. You just trial and error sometimes. You're never gonna get everything perfect right on spot. You're not perfect. No one's perfect. A lot of people don't understand that. Just sad. But what can you do? You can be a better person, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm going on autopilot. I'm talking. That's what I'm doing. Talking and painting. Ish. I've never rambled like this by myself before. This is different. This is new to me. I might do it again. It's kind of fun. Okay, we got like we got the base colors going. It's looking nice already. It looks like there's a more of a oranger tone. An oranger part under its wing over here. So I'm going with that right here. Looks good. So now he has orange feathers. I'm gonna put that in. I'm not making this the most detailed piece ever. I don't ever do that. I see the point in it. It's time consuming for one. I respect those who put a lot of detail in their artwork though. That's for sure. Give him his mouth. Give him his beak, which is more like a fingernail color. That ain't it. That's probably more like it. Then I can come with a little shade right here. Do that, and then I'm gonna give him highlight, which I'm gonna use pure white for that. Highlight. Yeah, it's coming along. I'm gonna give him more highlight over here. What I should be doing though is I should be separating the layers. I should be having a highlight layer. Should be having a color layer. How'd you do that, dude? My cat just knocked my phone in my food bowl. No, but I should be having separate layers for everything, really. But I'm working. I'm working here. It's doing good. Bring that down, because I see a darker spot right here. Put the dark spots in. These don't really take long at all. These are really good exercises. I recommend doing these. I don't know. I recommend doing them though. They're good warm up. I say that. Alright, now we're going to go to his base wing. Looks like there's a bunch of orange. I'm going to use more like that kind of orange, yeah. And just do simple strokes. No rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. Just, yeah, that looks pretty cool. Do that. Sorry if you hear anything in the background, that's my cats. So yeah, simple things. I'm gonna go into, looks like a more gray. I did the same technique for, I do it for everything actually. I haven't changed it yet. It's working so far. It's not broken, don't fix it. And of course you gotta learn from it though. Alright, so then we got pretty basic quote painting done. What I think I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go over with the base color again, and this looks a bit light, so I'm gonna go over and wash it out lightly. Wash that lightly. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go with the highlights. Do that. Do that. Yeah. Pretty basically done. I'm gonna go finish up with the guy's shoulder here. do that. Looks like a darker green, green-gray, yeah. For his fingers. So now sometimes I'm going to encounter a moment where I need to get under a color, but I can't in the same layer. That's why you have layers, of course. Phone. I go one below it. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm sorry for repeating myself. Or it's stating the obvious, even. But do that, and then boom, got the inside of the hand done. Yeah. And go back here. Didn't really put his talons, so go for more brown. Do that. Give him that. Oop. Don't give him his orange talon thing? Fingers? Whatever you call it. Yeah. Do that. Go in here with that. Looks like I messed up in the here. So I turn this off, get the base color, turn back on, and then I fill in this area where I forgot. Mistakes happen. It's okay. Going like that, with that other talon. And yeah, he's pretty much done. Need to add more to this background, but I need to add it underneath. Nothing too fancy. Don't forget to listen to stuff when you're doing art. Or, I'm not going to tell you what to do, actually. Artists have a different way to do it, but I find it more comforting to listen to music or watch the show. But you do you. Whatever makes you happy. Then I'm going to go with the same process of coloring on the hand. Even though there's not much highlights. Grab that, make it a bit brighter. Do that. Grab that again. Go here, go here. So I forgot his thumb. Do that. And yeah. That's pretty much my process. Nothing much to it. You want to get better every day. I've got a lot of room for improvement, that's for sure. But yeah, there he is. I hope you learned something from this video. Whether that be how I'm not used to doing this, or how I do my art, or I hope I inspire you to start doing things. Or if you're already doing things, I hope you learned something. Art is fun. Don't quit. Don't compare yourself to others either. As long as you're happy with your art, that's what matters. Don't do art to please others. Please don't. That's about it. Please share this video though. Share my content too if you want. I'm not gonna force you. Can't force you either. I don't know where you guys live. But yeah, that's video number 1. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.